Like most cancer journeys, Karen's began with a shocking discovery.
I was feeling not well. I was feeling very, very tired, so I went in for a physical. And so I went in and had it, and I knew from their reactions that something wasn't right. And then I actually got a glimpse of the mammogram, and I saw the lump. I went back to school. I was worried. I was devastated. And then when I came home, the next day, Samantha was at home because it was a snow day. She said, the hospital called, Mommy, they want you to come back. And I burst into tears then. I hadn't told the kids, and I told them that it could have been possibly a lump, and we had to go back and look at it. My cancer was confirmed by Dr. Lisi, and he told me in a gentle manner, and I burst into tears. I was so shocked, even though I knew, deep down I knew, I think I was in denial. And at that point, I was scared I was going to die.
The 52-year-old Collingwood teacher's treatment plan would include a lumpectomy, which would be performed by surgeon Dr. Michael Lisi at the Collingwood General and Marine Hospital.
But he told me it was the best of a worse situation, and that I would more than likely die from a car accident than breast cancer, the type I had.
Karen would then travel a mere 60 kilometers to Barrie's Royal Victoria Hospital for her chemotherapy treatment.
Chemotherapy was really a daunting experience. My hair began to fall out in the first week, and it came out in clumps. I went completely bald. I had extreme vomiting, extreme diarrhea. I had mouth sores that I couldn't eat. I had an intolerance to smell. It was really the hardest thing I went through.
Throughout Karen's treatment, son Tim was away at university, so she relied heavily on daughter Samantha for support.
So whenever she was throwing up, I couldn't really do anything because you can't stop that. So she would be up in her bathroom, and I would just be sitting here waiting for it to stop. And then it wouldn't stop. And then I felt sorry.
Karen would never forget September 22, 2009. Her chemotherapy was finished.
RVH has a tradition that at the end of all chemo treatments, you get to ring the bell. And when you ring the bell, it signifies the end of the chemo journey. Every patient does it, and it's something that you look forward to.
Yet Karen's journey was far from over. She required radiation therapy, and because RVH had opened the first temporary radiation treatment clinic in Canada, she wouldn't have to travel far. It was during an ultrasound appointment that her doctor delivered this good news.
And she said, Karen, she said, you qualify for radiation at RVH. Now don't move, she said, don't move. I know you're excited, I know you're happy, but you can't move. And I'm sitting here for 10 minutes going like this, and I kept saying to myself, RVH, RVH, I get to go to RVH, because I was so worried about Samantha. I knew that it would put such stress on me, worrying about her, going to different people's homes, having her farmed out for 5 weeks for a 10-minute session. It just didn't make sense to me.
RVH's radiation oncologist, Dr. Juhu Kamra, knows the radiation treatment clinic has had a dramatic impact on the lives of cancer patients throughout North Simcoe Muskoka.
The clinic began treating patients with breast, prostate, and gastrointestinal cancer in 2008, and since that time, we've been able to help more than 850 patients get the assessment that they need for radiation treatment.
The radiation clinic is only able to provide treatment for a small percentage of area cancer patients. When the Simcoe Muskoka Regional Cancer Center, part of RVH's Phase 1 expansion project, opens in 2012, it will feature 4 radiation suites, and in its first year alone, will log more than 60,000 treatment visits. And no one is happier about that than Dr. Bryn Presnell.
Having radiation available locally means so much to the patients and their family. Medically, emotionally, and financially, it's just a huge step forward. There were people before who would choose not to have treatment to be life-saving because of the distance or the cost or being so very sick in the travel, taking one whole day out of their life for each treatment. So it makes a huge difference.
Care close to home means patients like Karen can lead a normal life, enjoying meals with their families, helping with homework, and even getting ready for prom. Karen's not back teaching yet, but during her cancer journey she frequently visited her students. During one visit, she was surprised to learn her students were so inspired by her that they raised money for cancer research. The Simcoe Muskoka Regional Cancer Program enables patients to receive their life-saving treatments and still be home surrounded by family and friends. Karen believes that support is what kept her going during her toughest moments, and she will never forget it.
The idea behind a regional cancer program is to make sure that if you're a patient that lives in Orillia or Midland or Bracebridge, Huntsville or Barrie, you're going to have access to the same high-quality cancer care regardless of where you live. And we're working with Cancer Care Ontario and all of our local hospitals to make that happen right now.
Karen is grateful for that visionary approach to regional cancer care, as it made her journey easier.
The greatest lesson or change in my life that I've taken from cancer, because cancer does change your life, there's no question about it, is you don't take anything for granted. You love hard, you work hard, but you enjoy life so much more.
No doubt cancer will always be a part of Karen's life. It's an experience she will never forget, and it's changed her life forever.